In this video, we'll cover how to install the TikTok pixel and track our sales on the website. First off, if you're starting from TikTok's Business Manager, navigate to the advertiser account and find where you created the account. Then click on Ads Manager. Once you're there, click on Tools, then Events in the Management section, followed by Web Events, Manage, and here we'll select Configure Web Events. For manual configuration, proceed and give it a name. Next. When you reach this point, a setup wizard will launch, then we'll click Ignore, where TikTok practically suggests a series of events to insert into a funnel we aim to create. What we're looking for here is the payment completion event. We find payment completion and add it to the conversion section, then add to conversion so that it shows up right here. After doing this, we'll move on. As for the rest, we'll ignore it, leaving it blank. So we have only the payment completion. Go ahead. Here we choose custom code and event generator. Tick off these two, then go ahead. Here we tick off all the items so that TikTok tracks us in as much detail as possible. Forward. Okay, here we have the custom code and the event builder. Click Create Events. Let's also make sure that everything is ticked here, please. If you see something that isn't ticked, tick it off. So here, as you can see, it generates the pixel code that we must always copy and paste into the ads section of our site. So let's do it right away. Copy the code and go into WordPress with our Adder and Footer plugin. Here it is. Let's go down and paste it under the Facebook one. So we position ourselves here, make a space, and paste it in. Of course, if you have other page builders, just go to the appropriate section. Once this is done, let's save it. In the meantime, we have installed our pixel. Let's go back to Events Manager, and here we choose how to monitor our thank you page to trigger the purchase. So, like on Facebook, we choose the URL event and click Continue. Okay, here we said that the event we have chosen to monitor the conversions is the completion of payment. If you remember, we entered it before. So here we have to pretty much tell him when he has to shoot. Let's basically put the keyword that contains our URL, the URL of our thank you page. Here, I recommend you to do one thing. The thank you page, make sure they have a word or at least some letters that share all the thank you pages. For example, TY. If you put TY in all the thank you pages, maybe you create one. By product, as we have also seen on Facebook, if you add TI at the end on each thank you page, it allows you to click. Also the TikTok event, because if we say that the event completion payment must be triggered, whenever the URL contains TI, means that when the person arrives on the thank you page, the TikTok event will be triggered. So you will, again, what you can do is create your own custom thank you pages for every product. At the end of each URL, add T. So for instance, this would be neckrink plus tie. If you're doing it for the smartwatch, it could be smartwatch-tie. Okay, so all thank you pages should have this ending string. At this point, we've told TikTok that the event should be triggered when the URL contains this string. There's nothing else to do. Let's save it. Okay, and we're done. So to recap, we've entered the pixel code within the ads section of the website, just like how we did it for Facebook and just like how we did it for Google. And then we told TikTok when the conversion action should be triggered. That is when the thank you page URL contains the string T. This could be any string you prefer. This was just an example string. For instance, if you want to put, I don't know, thank you written in full, that's fine. The important part is that it's a string that unifies all your thank you pages that you create. With that said, that's all for this video. We'll see you in the next one.